Where we at, Panthers Nation? Where we at? Where y'all at? Where we at, chat? Where we at? Hey, where y'all at in the chat, man? Where y'all address me as champ. Address me as champ. Whatever you say, just put NFC South champ in front of it. Whatever you got to say to me, just put NFC South champ in front of it. I don't care what you call me. You can call me ugly. You can say I'm funny looking. You can say I'm short. I might not have brushed my hair today. You can say I got beady beads, but you better put NFC South champ in front of it because my Carolina Panthers done got the division back. We back. This stream is for Carolina Panthers. Wait a minute. This stream is for NFC South champs only. Hey, I got one. A Rocky Patel. I got me a Rocky Patel. Hey, chat. Where we at, chat? Hey, where we at? I got me a Rocky Patel. I got the blue. You know the blue was on deck. You know the blue was gonna be on deck. And the captain's hat out. Hey, come on, man. What a glorious day. What a glorious day. What a glorious day. Hey, shout out to Panthers Nation, man. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves, man. Division champs. Shout out to my guys. Shout out to everybody staying down till we came up. I got my robe on. I got this robe for Christmas. Shout out to my favorite ladies in my life. Shout out to my favorite ladies in my life. They got me this robe with my name on it. I had to rock it on stream. I'm going to take it off in a little bit because I'm sweating. I'm not going to lie. Well, I'm going to turn the ceiling fan on. But, look, man. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me do it now. Because it's a little warm. It's a little warm, man. It's a little warm in here, man. It's a little warm in here, man. Hey, man. My Rocky Patel. I got my Rocky Patel already. I got my blue bottle. Y'all know what time it is, chat. Where we at in the chat? Where we at in the chat, man? The chat is already popping 115 comments, and we just getting started. Kings of the South. Go ahead and put the crown on them, man. Put the crown on them. Put the crown on them. Look, man, and again, y'all know what the haters been saying, man. The NFC South, we need to launch the NFC South into the sun. If you have a negative win-loss record, you shouldn't go to the playoffs. Nobody deserves to go to the playoffs out of that division. They gonna hate us on us as it on anyway. So we might as well just celebrate. No matter what, they gonna hate on us. But they gotta come to the bank to see us. They can say what they want, but we champs. And they gotta come to the bank to see us in that first round. They gonna complain. It's gonna be Rams fans complaining, Niners fans complaining. So, and I better not hear nothing from no Rams fan, because y'all should have beat us. Y'all should have just beat us. And maybe I wouldn't be in this predicament. You know what I'm saying? And so, look, man. Look, I don't care how we get there. I don't care if we had to limp across the finish line. I don't care if we had to roll across the finish line. I don't care if they put us on a stretcher and pushed us through that tape. The Panthers did what was necessary to put themselves in position to be able to have the insurance of losing, but getting the Falcons to get them into the playoffs. They had to do the work. They beat some elite teams. They lost some games they shouldn't have. But they did enough. They won enough division games. They beat enough NFC opponents to make it work. Don't tell me what we don't deserve. Don't tell me the Panthers don't deserve, especially not no Panthers fans saying we don't deserve to go to the playoffs. I went through Frank Wright. I went through Matt Rule. I went through Baker Mayfield. I went through Taylor Heineke, Will Greer, Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. Don't tell me I don't deserve to go to the playoffs for after what we done been through. Don't tell me that. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. And I told y'all, the Panthers, they like project babies, man. They want to be project babies so bad. They want to get it out the mud. They don't want to do it the easy way. They want to do it the hard way. They wanted to do it the hard way. They wanted to make us sweat. They wanted to make me have to sit in front of a TV and watch Tyler Shuck versus Kirk Cousins. But we here. We here. Everybody 0-0 for the playoffs. And we back. I hope y'all got y'all blue bottles, man, because I bought mine yesterday, and I was talking, and it just took another 24 hours to get a little bit colder. It might taste a little sweeter today. Now it's a little bit colder. Let's go ahead and get to. I'm gonna go ahead and pop mine. I don't know about y'all, but I came here to pop my bottle. I ain't just sitting here to look at it, even though I love my Le Bleu. I got my Le Bleu. A little bit colder than normal, but it's getting popped one way or the other. Again, I done got good at this. This the 9th time. This is number 9. I did it for the 8 wins, and this the 9th celebration. That Le Bleu, it tastes a little bit, it hit a little bit different when you the NFC South champs. The Le Bleu hit a little bit different. Again, y'all know what time it is. Shout out to Bel Air. Le Bleu. Le Bleu. One time for the one time. Shout out to the haters. Shout out to the haters. Shout out to the non-believers, the tweet and deleters. We see yous. This one for y'all. Hey, shout out to y'all. And no spillage. Just a little bit of smoke. Just a little bit of smoke. You hear that? That's like ASMR. ASMR. You hear them bubbles? You hear them bubbles? Raise your glass, man. Say it with me. It tastes like victory. 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 Hey, man, again, they gonna hate on us anyway. We might as well celebrate. They didn't think we could do it. They dropped all them jokes, the memes, the backhanded comments. We've been drugged through the mud for years. I told y'all, I did more research. The last time the Carolina Panthers hosted a playoff game, Hello by Adele was the #1 song on the Billboard charts. And we were saying hello from the outside of the playoffs because it's been hello from the outside of the playoffs ever since then. Don't tell me we don't deserve it to go to the playoffs when it's been that long. The following couple weeks, Justin Bieber, Sorry, was #1. Uptown Funk was #1. These are the type of tracks that was in rotation. There's people on my stream right now that's probably too young to even remember. You didn't even have an iPhone back then. Your mama probably didn't even let you have an iPhone back then when the last time the Carolina Panthers made the playoffs and had a home playoff game. Don't tell me we don't deserve it. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Don't let anybody steal your joy. If you see a Bucs fan laugh in their face, I saw that video of Baker Mayfield. His wife posted. He was at home sweating, watching the game. It brought joy to me. It brought joy to me to see him. Tell Baker to get comfortable. Tell Baker to get comfortable. Tell him to get comfortable. He was talking all that trash last night, too, until he threw that pick. He was quiet the rest of the game. All that rah-rah. Now you at home. Now they at home. They ain't said I was still living with my mama in 2015. The Panthers don't deserve it. Somebody got to go, and we more deserving than anybody. Nobody should go. That ain't how it works, bucko. Somebody got to go, and it's my Carolina Panthers. Because if we mess around and win a playoff game, y'all going to still say, we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. I mean, shout out to Navrash on the super chat. So who won Offensive Rookie of the Year? Shook was kind of nasty, bro. Not going to lie. I hope they aren't going to give it to him just because he's a QB. He threw the game-losing interception. T-Mac had a prime-time game last night. He crossed over the 1,000-yard mark. He would have had a clear 100-yard game had he not got holes on the PI. I think there's just too much emotionally invested in what happened in front of a national audience in terms of the referees calling that OPI that I think it would be silly for him with a full body of work with him clearing. Dude, he has more receiving yards than the next, 3 receivers, than the rest of the receiving room combined. As a rookie, when Dave Canales has been telling everybody and their mama since minicamp that we were going to run the offense through him. He's been telling everybody that we have to, we're giving him the ball. Defenses have been trying to stop T-Mac since then. Tyler Shuck came off the bench, and the season was cooked with nothing to lose. With no film on him, nothing to lose. Came off the bench after Rattler did all this. Have a couple good games. And now they want to say that the Saints, they deserve to go to the playoffs more than anybody. They're playing the best football right now. Man, get out my face. Then he gonna throw the game-losing interception. Give me the trophy. Give me that trophy. Don't tell me he gonna come off the bench in 9 games and win Rookie of the Year. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. Put him in a pack. Shout out to Bigfoot X-Man on the super chat. What a glorious day. What a glorious day. Hey. I will be smoking this cigar after the stream. I am not finna have unnecessary bluntness headquarters smelling like boo-boo. I'm not, but I got that Rocky Patel. If you know, you know. If you don't, now you do. Shout out to Joe Clarity on the super chat. Hey, he said, damn the refs. Keep pounding. Exactly, bro. They tried to take what they say? what the devil wanted for bad, God made it for good. It tastes like victory. It tastes like victory. It tastes like victory. Hey, man. Shout out to Joe, man. Shout out to Joe. B. Amos in the building. What up, though? Said, call me Dunk Hefner with the robe and the captain's hat on. Call me Dunk Hefner. Hey, that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. Look, hey, I'm kick my feet up. Kick my feet up like the champ that I am. I got my big boy house slippers on. Kick up like the champ that I am. You know what I mean? Let me get my champagne. Matter of fact, I'm kicking up like the champ that I am. How we living? How you love that? How you love that? Hey, I told you, and we ain't got no winning record. I told y'all I was gonna be wilding when we made the playoffs. Now, if we win the Super Bowl, I might get naked on the stream. I'm not gonna lie. This may turn into it might turn. I might have to start an OnlyFans because I might be naked on this thing, running through the streets. I'm not gonna lie. If we win the Super Bowl, I will be complete. But I'm just gonna sit here, kick my feet up like the champ that I am, sitting back and relaxing, enjoying this. There's people out there that was hating, saying we don't deserve it. They were rooting for the Saints. There were Panthers fans telling me they were rooting for the Saints. Proud, saying it with their chest, because we don't deserve it. Shame on them. Shame on them. Again, like I said before, y'all get to the back of the line. Let the big dogs eat. The big dogs that stayed down. Some of y'all been rocking with me for a minute. We're going to throw it back. Some of y'all been rocking with me for a minute. Talking about being a long time. Again, I tell y'all the story. I started this channel back in 2017, last time we made the playoffs. I've been making content consistently outside of a little brief time in the pandemic. I've been making content consistently on this channel about the Panthers for 8 years, 8+ years with no light at the end of the tunnel. Multiple quarterbacks, multiple coaches, trying to be hopeful, trying to be optimistic, watching the film every week. Sleepless nights, tireless nights, putting in the work on this channel, trying to grow this community, keep people's spirits up, try to find a community that we can belong to through this misery as we got through it together. But this is what we wanted for so long. I just wanted a team that I could be proud of, that I can make videos in December and January and y'all actually care about it. Y'all mail it in. And no, I'm not even pointing no fingers. I don't blame y'all. Y'all be mailing it in before November, before Thanksgiving, because we have nothing to play for. I don't blame y'all for being disinterested in the team. It's tough. Believe you me, it's tough. It's tough making content when we not good. But through the fire, hey, we done made it to the other side. Look, it's up, man. We here. We're here. We here, man. So I'm just so happy to finally have something meaningful to play for this time of year. That's all we wanted, man. We just want something to be proud of. Shout out to Outlaw Jack Bo on a super chat. Said, long time viewer, first time as NFC South champs. Say that one more time. Say that. Say that. Again, this is what I'm talking about. This people that's been down, that's been rocking with me for so long, knowing, because even when I started my channel, when we made the playoffs, we weren't division champs. We've been waiting on this type of stream for years. This is 8 years coming. This victory stream is 8 years coming. This is why we pop bottles every time we win games, because it means something to us. It means something. It means something. I just want to make content that y'all enjoy and can have fun with. Something to look forward to for all of us. And we here. We here. Shout out to Bigfoot on the super chat. Bigfoot X-Man said, refs tried to keep us out, but guess what? Ball don't lie. I think we ain't done yet. I said, I think we ain't done yet. They tried to keep us out, but we in. We in. We had to sneak through the back door. We had to put in. We had to sneak through and creep through. But we here. But we here. We here. Shout out to Marcus Harvey on the super chat. Say, I have been loyal to this team since '95, bro. It's been a long time coming, man. It's a long time coming. And look, everywhere. It may be our year to go to the bowl. Y'all know all the controversies and the coincidences. J-Lo, Ohio State, playing the Jags in the first week of the season. We in. It don't matter how you get in. Everybody record 0-0, and we're going to be playing somebody that we've seen before. We're going to be playing somebody that we've seen before. Shout out to Mr. Luke Cage on the super chat. Say, I like to get back on Elon's app just to trash talk. Nah, I'm lying. I'm good on Dunk's live stream where it matters. Hey, it's been hell on that letter app. It's been hell on that letter app, man. Every day is something new. But ain't nothing. It's been foolishness on that app. But when you go outside and actually talk to real people, go to the games and stuff with like actual human beings and off the internet and actually get out and touch grass, you realize that it's only a few people that's like that on the internet that act crazy like that. Most like fans that's like normal, they're not like sour about it's not like Facebook or Twitter where all the craziness happens. If you actually go out and talk to fans and interact and like see your fellow Panthers fans, everybody's optimistic. They're hopeful with stuff like that. They want to see this team actually go to the playoffs and do something. So I'm just so proud of the community. I'm so proud of the fans. I'm just happy, man. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Shout out to Timothy Davenport on Super Chat saying, Howdy. Hey, man, speaking of, I'm there next week. I'm at the playoff game. I already done put down the money for my playoff tickets. I might have overpaid. Who knows? Who knows if I overpaid? But it just means something to me, man. I've been saving my bread. So y'all Super Chats have been helping. I got some Christmas money that I'm going. I will be there at the bank next week. I will. My boy Corey in the building. Hey. Even though Corey is a Ravens fan, he went to Coastal. He is a South Carolina boy through and through. Day one, say one. Congrats, Dunk. Hey, man. You can go ahead and jump on board. The Ravens don't make the playoffs. Come on, bro. You a Carolina boy. You a Carolina boy. You a Carolina boy. Come on now. Pop's calling me during the stream. I can't talk right now, Pops. We celebrating. I still get money for Christmas. Yeah, sometimes it's only from certain people. I was surprised. I'm surprised anytime I get it. It's gas money for all the driving that I do back up home to South Carolina. So he bought his ticket as soon as the Saints missed the onside kick. Good man. Say you're going to be in Panama. That's not a bad place to be. As long as you got reception and Wi-Fi. The Champs is here. Hey, man, when you go out, man, just go ahead and beat your chest a little bit. You can beat your chest a little bit, man. It's good to be on top. It's good to be on top. It's good to be on top, man. It's good to be on top. Look, and the thing is, again, we don't know. I haven't checked the scores. It's probably going to be the Rams. I'm assuming the Rams aren't going to lose to the Cardinals, but stranger things have happened. No pun intended, I guess. Yeah, the Rams are winning 16-6. So if the Rams win, we will play the Rams. If the Rams lose, we'll play the Niners. To be honest, I prefer the Niners because that game just pissed me off. I'm not going to lie. The Monday game that I went to, I need some get back in our crib. But we've played the Rams and the Niners before. We played that whole division. I told y'all about our defense only surrendering 200 yards per game, 5 touchdown passes across those 4 matches, 7 interceptions, 6 sacks, and 1 sack fumble over 4 games. Our defense has stood up to the task, particularly against Brock Purdy and Matthew Stafford, who will be our potential opponents. 5 interceptions, 1 sack fumble. Obviously, that was a long time ago. Things change. But look, that's why they play the game. We at the bank. We at the bank with it. We at the bank. We at the bank with it. We at the bank. We at the bank with it. We at the bank. We at the bank with it. We at the bank. We at the bank with it. Look, man. It's we're hosting a playoff game. Last night was nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Last night was nasty. But joy cometh in the morning. Joy cometh in the morning. Look, man. Some of y'all didn't believe. Some of y'all didn't believe, man. Some of y'all didn't believe. But we're here. We're here. Cam said he might be there for the game. Where he say that? I don't think Brad Allen is going to get a playoff game. I don't think Brad Allen's going to get a playoff game. I think they score, you have to have a score over the year, and only the best refs get opportunities. I don't think he's going to make it. Keep Brad Allen away. Keep Cleek Bateman away. And what's the other dude's name? John Hussey. Yeah, for our playoff game, no Brad Allen, no John Hussey, and no Cleek Bateman. We'll live with the consequences of everybody else. I prefer Ron Tolbert because he be at Panthers training camp. He might have a little soft spot for us. He was the one refereeing the Falcons game today. A little suspect, but I'll live with it. But yeah, keep Brad Allen, Cleet Blakeman, and John Hussey away from my team. Keep them away. Keep them out of Bank of America Stadium. But yeah, look, the most epic thing for next week would be for the first time for Cam Newton to come back, the 10-year anniversary of that 2015 team back in the playoffs, for him to beat that drum in the third quarter or even before kickoff. Man, I might fall out my seat. I might fall out my seat jumping up and down. Next week finna be so lit, and I hope we play on Saturday. Because we play on Saturday, it ain't a school night the next day. I'm staying overnight, and we gonna have a good time if we get that dub. I need that. The vibes will be immaculate. The streets need Cam Newton to hit that drum. They need him to hit that drum, man. That would be insane. That would be insane. You know what I mean? That would be insane. I need it to be a surprise, too. Nobody need to spoil it. Don't spoil it. Make it a surprise. Make it a surprise. What up, Walt? What up, Walt? Yeah, it's up. If the game on Saturday, it's up. I'm ready. Because then we would still technically have a full 7 days of rest. Robert Hunt might be coming back. We might get David Moore in that thing so we can go ahead and get Xavier Legette out the paint. We'll be at our place. So, hey, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up if you have not. If you're new to the channel, this stream is for NFC South champions only. So go on, hit that subscribe button too. Because this channel is for that too. Go on and hit it. Go on and hit that button while you're here, man. Go on and hit that button while you're here. What up, Odie McVerity? What up, though? The streets need it. Shout out to Mr. Luke Cage on the super chat. Said, if we make it to the Super Bowl, Beyonce better not be singing. Once she was singing that Super Bowl 50, she was at 50, right? It'd be bad news, huh? It'd be bad news. It'd be bad news. Bad news. Shout out to Kevin Massey on the super chat. Said, just happy to be here, gang. Keep pounding. Again, I told y'all, man, the back of y'all collar of y'all jersey, it says keep pounding, bro. It says keep pounding for a reason. Got to keep pounding. It looked grim at sometimes. We started 0-2. We were on that win-loss train. We even finished with 2 losses in a row. We had to sit in front of our TV and root for the ops. They wanted to get it out the mud so bad. Again, I just don't understand why this team wants to be Project Baby so bad. They got so much help even before this week. But they want to get it out the mud. Again, they acting like a middle-class child that got something to prove. They want to prove to all their friends and be cool and act like they self-made and got it out the mud and did all this and that. They want to make it hard. They want to do it the easy way. They want to do it the hard way. They made it so hard on themselves. We could have been celebrating yesterday on the stream. But it is what it is. We here now. They wanted to get it out the mud. Here we are. Here we are. Shout out to Jarrell Mason on the super chat, also a member. Said, we're not eating the struggle meal tonight in Charlotte. Even though it's the back door, I'll take it. We got nothing to lose now, and it's all house money now that we are in the dance. Exactly. Let me tell you something, though. I'm a little greedy. Because, one, we done beat the Rams before. I don't care if you want to call it fluky, if you want to call it Matthew Stafford didn't have his best game and it will never happen again. I don't care. And then the 49ers, our defense played great. We just got to that was a game we didn't run the ball at all. And Bryce was tripping. Yeah, we've had some up and downs and he be tripping a lot. But we've been so battle tested, bro. The Panthers have just been through so much this year. Again, so many different types of games. 7-3 in one score opportunities. They've had come from behind wins against the Dolphins. They've had 30-0 shutouts against the Falcons. They've had shootouts with the Cowboys where it's the last second field goal. They've been at home and beat Matthew Stafford in a relative shootout as well in the rain. They've gone out to Lambeau and had a defensive struggle. They've been in all type of games. Styles make fights. And if the Panthers can get people to play their style, when it's ugly, nasty, I think they have a chance against anybody. This is the year that stuff is wide open. I'm not saying we go into the Super Bowl, but I'm not counting us out. I'm happy to be here, but I'm a little greedy. You know what I mean? I'm a little greedy. I'm trying to make a little bit of I'm trying to make a little bit of noise in this now. I'm trying to make a little noise in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a little noise. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm trying to make a little noise. Right? So let's do it. Shout out to my guy Jarrell Mason though. 028. Tyrone. Appreciate you. Said we own the South. It's only up from here. Kings of the South. Kings of the South. Kings of the South. King of the South. King of the South. King of the South. Shout out to Inside P-Town. So I'm at the game, don't. When we win, be prepared. Look, I'm there. I'm at the Roaring Riot tailgate. And if it's on Saturday when I'm staying overnight, because I'm probably going to end up having to get my wife saying she ain't going to want to go back on the same night. So we probably going to have to stay. We'll see. That's the beauty of being married and having two incomes. That's the beauty of being married and having dual income. But Charlotte ain't but a short drive. But if it's on Saturday, it's up. It's up. Shout out to Inside P-Town on the super chat. Yep, Canales said that the refs never spoke to him about having a choice, even though after the ref said he had a choice. He lied, bro. They lied. They literally lied to us, bro. They robbed us. If you look at, we're going to look at the All-22. We're going to look at the All-22 on Wednesday at the further review. But Rico might have scored. Had Rico caught it, he might have scored. The fact that he caught it on the first bounce, he's at least getting into field goal range. And so Ryan, he missed that 54-yarder. That's a 3-point swing in a game decided by 2 points. Says supposed to rain on Saturday. Say word. Dang, I see 90%. Wait. 75% chance on Saturday, 66 degrees as a high. Jeez. Why does it say 75%? I don't know. It say 75%, but when I go by hour, it's only say 20%. I ain't no weatherman, but I don't know. Rome, what up, though? Yes, it could change by then. Yeah, for sure. Y'all know how the weather get down. Hey, man, I might need a shower. I'm not gonna lie. I might need a shower. I'm feeling a little icky having to cheer for the Falcons for 3 weeks in a row. Ugh, I need a shower. I gotta wash this stank off me. Never again. Never again, man. I gotta get this stank off me. Ugh. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Victory. It tastes like victory. Hey, but I'll say this. Y'all let me know. Who is y'all preferred opponent? Y'all want the Rams or do y'all want the Niners? Let me know in the chat. Would y'all rather prefer the Rams or the 49ers? Which performance by us do you feel is more likely to be replicated? Do you think getting 3 picks in the first half on Brock Purdy is ability to be? I mean, his first or second game back? That's the question. Do you think you can replicate that performance on offense? We didn't run the ball much. It was a struggle. We only scored 9 points. Obviously, Bryce had that end zone turnover. 1 or 2 plays go a different way. We could have easily beat the Niners, in my opinion. That was the week that, again, Bryce threw that end zone interception. The Niners, they started off rusty with Purdy came back, then started playing great football, and then last night they did not look great. Granted, Seattle has an elite defense, but that's the 49ers. The Rams, they've been up and down, man. They've been up and down lately. They lost to the Falcons. They're going to win this week. We beat them when they were on the road. They're a dome team. It could potentially rain. I don't think it's going to be cold. I saw a high of 60-something, so I don't think it's going to be cold. But the Rams, they not hitting on all cylinders either. We picked Matthew Stafford all twice, had a sack fumble. They moved the ball at will, but in the red zone, we just tightened up. We got a pick 6, but our offense was rolling. Chuba Hubbard took over in the running game. We got the big plays that we wanted down the field between Coker and T-Mac. Offensively, we kind of did what we wanted. Bryce had one of the best performances of the season for him. The running game has kind of been starving a lot. It showed up. Chuba played out of his mind. So it is what it is. So keep Kittle away from the Panthers. I'm not scared about it. I'm not scared of any one of them, to be honest. Again. Hey. Shout out to Carolina Dame on the super chat. Say, hey, I think I did too much on the little blood. The bottle almost empty. Hey, man, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You see me, I'm pacing myself. Le bleu. It tastes like victory. Bel Air Le Bleu. It tastes like victory. It tastes like victory. It tastes like victory. Hey, you gotta sip slow. Gotta sip slow, my boy. Shout out to Mr. Luke Cage on the super chat. Said Panthers should have a chip. Disrespect gotta end. Exactly. I know it ain't pretty how we got in, but we've been the butt of every joke for too long. We gotta get that stank up off us, bro. And shout out to my guy Skeet. We were talking on Twitter. He was saying that, man, like, you gotta be able to get that. You gotta get that stank off the team at some point. You have to. People talking way too crazy about us. Even when we were competitive, they still think we the same old Panthers. We got to be able to get that stank up off us. And this is the first step. This is the first step. That disrespect got to go. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Mr. Luke Cage said that, good thing we didn't have to cheer for the Stanks. Boy, listen, man. Look. I don't know if I could have tolerated having to cheer for them. I don't like them. They higher on my list than the Falcons. I can't stand Saints fans. I can't stand the Saints. I can't stand their fans. I can't, man. I'm married to a lot of. I mean, by marriage, I have a lot of Falcons fans in my family. So obviously, I got to deal with them and tolerate them. But I just do not like the Saints. I don't. So if I had to cheer for them, bro, or hope they would win, I don't know how I could manage. I don't. Now the Falcons, they little bro. They little bro. They're like our sons. Their little cousin. They ain't worried about nothing. We swept them. Beat them 30-0 one time, then beat them in overtime the next. They done did our dirty work for us. They done did our dirty work for us. You know what I mean? Handle our light work. They're like our YNs, man. Just send them to do our light work, man. Send them to do our light work. They handle business for us. We just sit back and let it happen. I would have loved for it to go down last night and us to be a champ, but the refs want to have something to say. But if the Falcons want to do our bidding, go ahead. We done beat y'all twice, and y'all helped us out down the stretch. You good by me for a couple weeks. You good by me for a few weeks. We good. Hey, we good. Put it there. Put her there. We're good. We're good for a few weeks. Pleasure doing business with you. Yeah, we that big homie. We that big homie. We that big homie, man. Like, come on. Who that? Said pinky out. Killer kill. What up, though? We bite. Said we ain't gonna say nothing about 28-3 till September. Said they little bro now. We pimped them out. We good. We good. Hey, y'all the little homies now. Y'all the little homies. We the big homies. We appreciate y'all handling our light work. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all handling our light work. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't stand Cam Jordan. I can't stand that dude, bro. I can't, bro. Said the bottle would have been gone for me had we won yesterday. Probably. I might have been spraying that thing. I might have been Chris Boshing. I'm joking. Y'all will never catch me Chris Boshing on the stream. Y'all will never catch me Chris Boshing on the stream. NFC South champs. How you love that? They got merch. They got merch. That merch a little bit too expensive for me. I'm saving my money for the Super Bowl merch. when we get there. Not the Chris Bosh. I'm not. Y'all never catch me Chris Boshing. I don't care if we win the Super Bowl or not. Y'all never catch me Chris Boshing on the stream. Not the way folks be clipping stuff up. Says Chris Bosh an F1 driver? I ain't heard that. Is he? Is he? Said they made up for ruining our undefeated season. Look, 10 years later, it's full circle. 10 years later, it's full circle. Said, Mr. Luke Cage, appreciate you on the super chat. Said the Falcons got more love for BY9 than the height and weight checker fan. They love checking him. He's too small. He's too short. He's 5'8". He's 175 pounds. Shut up. Shut up. That's a division winning quarterback you addressing. Address him as NFC South champ. Address him as NFC South champ. Put some respect on that name. Yeah, I think T-Mac locked it up. Cardinals are leading. I might have to get ready. I'm about to get ready to end the stream anyway because I got to get up. I got to lock in for that game, and I got dinner time. It's the middle of the third quarter. It's still time. Is Stafford benched? Is Stafford benched? No, Stafford's still playing. Oof. Somebody said they sick. they got to call Bryce Young division champ. Bryce done did something that none of them quarterbacks done did since we got rid of Cam. We ride. We ride. We ride. Stafford ain't been benched yet. Yeah, we got a lot of things to clean up, though. So we got to get the run game going. Let's talk about a few things. We got to get the run game back on track. I don't know what Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard got going on, but hopefully Robert Hunt will be the cure for our woes, and we can at least have an efficient run game. We ain't got to be potent like we was. I don't expect us to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect us to be running like we were against the Cowboys. They were bad. That was a horrible opponent. I don't expect that. But we need to have an efficient run game so we can be balanced. And we have to get better on third down. We only have, what? How many third downs we converted last night? It wasn't pretty. I'm looking at the box score. We only converted 2 third downs over the past 2 weeks. We had 1 third down conversion last night. 1 third down conversion last night, and we only lost by 2. And people telling me that we don't deserve it because we played our worst ball with the refs going against us, and people telling me that the Bucs deserve to get to the playoffs more than the Panthers. Shame. But we have to get that third down offense going back. And I think a lot of that has to do with us getting the run game back going to make third down more manageable. To get third down back to a more manageable position. So you have to be better on first and second now. And so I think we have to get that running game back going. I thought that, I looked a little bit at the tape so far. I don't think Canales called a horrible game. That flea flicker just made everything that he did bad. Because that screen to Rico that he dropped, that was going to be a touchdown. That little tight end leak to Tommy Tremble, that was a great play call. Getting T-Mac over the top on some deep routes finally, those are great calls. All the crossing routes finally to get guys to let them separate, run horizontally away from defenders, those were good calls. But the flea flicker was just so inexplicable. It was so inexplicable, dog. It was so inexplicable. I just don't understand, bro. We were in the red zone. That was guaranteed points. In a game we were down by 9. We were in Ryan's range easily. It's just so many missed opportunities from a young team. The youth at coach, youth on the offense, youth on the defense. Hopefully, since we'll be at home, we'll be back on turf, whether it rains or not, you can still run and cut. Because our running backs act like they can't make cuts if the weather not 60 degrees, sun shining with the cool light breeze at northeast. So I think that we gotta be able to figure some stuff out on offense. Defense, it's hard to really like the elephant in the room is our third down defense. Right now, we have the second worst, probably the worst now after last night. The worst third down defense in the NFL. The worst third down defense in the NFL. And the thing is, they play pretty solid on other parts. Yeah, we definitely need linebackers. Yes, our pass rush is atrocious. But it's the third down defense. We had Baker Mayfield in the graphs so many times yesterday, and we just literally couldn't get him down. I'm talking Ashawn. I'm talking Wanham. Multiple times, guys, just couldn't get him down. Letting him scramble for big-time runs. We got that turnover early, and that kind of put him in his shell. But it's crazy. Arvera, what up, though? But on defense, look, we ain't got a pass rush by now. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Maybe we'll get a miraculous performance. But I mean, we gotta figure out how to get off the field on third down. And again, I think that's a direct correlation to our pass rush. But to be honest, on third and long, these teams will run the ball on us and convert. Like, how are we letting teams run multiple times? Screens are converting. Run plays are converting on third and long. It don't matter if it's 3rd and 1. It don't matter if it's 3rd and 6. It don't matter if it's 3rd and 20. Teams are converting because we're getting flags on face masks. We're giving up run plays on 3rd and 15. On 3rd and 3, we're playing 8 yards off. It's crazy. Do I think Ajiro stays? I think he leaves on his own. His contract is up. I don't think he wants to be here. I think he wants a fresh start. And I don't blame him. I think we're sticking with the 3-4 as base. But I think he wants to move on. I think both sides probably need a fresh start. But that's a conversation for another day. So I'm right about Shaw Smith. Wait, bro, I've been telling y'all we needed a nickel since we got rid of what's the name last year, since we cut him. What's that? Troy Hill. Since we cut Troy Hill, I've been telling y'all we needed a nickel. I've been telling y'all we need a nickel. They've been trying to put a square peg in a round hole. Shout out to my bro Terrence in the building. Hey. Saying, let's go Panthers. We keep pounding. Shout out to my bro. So no way Lil Bill stays. Cardinals winning. Said Todd Bowles going to be our DC. He better not. I'm good on Todd Bowles. Some of them play calls, leaving them corners on the island. They got corners out there my height on the island with T-Mac getting routed up on deep posts. Little dude did get that interception because Bryce left it inside. Maybe Sherlis could probably play. He may play an extra week. If we can get Sherlis back, I'll feel a lot better about our linebackers than I did last night. But again, we're going to need an overhaul of that room in the offseason. We're going to need an overhaul. We just don't have a pass rush, man. Pass rush, and then our linebackers are not good in coverage. So, like, the middle of the field, that intermediate middle, is tough. It's just a testament. All the times where you see the quarterback back there, he got to pat the rock. He patting, pump faking. That's our secondary locking up the initial plays. But we just don't even have, like, athletic edge rushers that can get home after that initial pump fake. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. Our pass rush doesn't match the coverage. They have to be able to work together. Our best blitzer is our safety. You know what I mean? Trayvon Morig. It's tough. More important, pass rush or linebacker? Pass rush. Easily pass rush. It's going to be the toughest to figure out. I think we can fix linebacker in one offseason if we spend the money. Folks just ain't giving up pass rushers, though, unfortunately, and they just don't hit the market. 40 East Trill, what up, brother? What up, though? Yeah, Sonny Styles is nice. Former safety. Great instincts. Upside is there as well. Chicago getting beat by the Lions. Yeah, pass rush can take over a whole game. The Rams just scored. I really, really don't care. But again, I wouldn't mind playing the Niners. I actually prefer the Niners. I think a lot of y'all say the same thing. Shout out to Joe Clarity on the super chat. Said we need better play calling and stop wasting downs. Yeah, it feels like we be throwing away certain stuff, but like we need some explosive playmakers too, man. We like 5-yard penalties and stuff like that shouldn't be drive killers. It feels like anytime we get a negative play or we don't get at least 3 to 4 yards on a certain play, it feels like the drive is over. Converting third and longs seems so tough, especially when you got Xavier Legette not running his routes full speed down the seam. You saw Jimmy Horn started getting a lot more playing time last night after that Excel mishap. I'm kind of done. I'm not going to slander his name just because people dogpile on him enough. I'm just not going to join in on that. But I'm just not defending Xavier Legette anymore, and I can't. I can't. He needs a fresh start somewhere. I actually think it'll be half decent somewhere else where he can be a wide receiver 2 or 3 and actually get targets down the field. Because he be open sometimes down the field. I just don't think Bryce Young is the type of quarterback for him. It's not that Bryce pushes the ball at times, but like consistently down the field, that's the type of offense he needs. I don't know who maybe Dak Prescott, maybe the Patriots with Drake May. They do a lot of vertical passing. Maybe Josh Allen. They don't even do the deep no more, but I just think, I don't know. I just can't defend them anymore, sadly. I was rooting for bro. Shout out to Regine, that dude on the super chat. He ain't had nothing to say. He just showing some love, man. I appreciate that love. Shout out to Terrence becoming a member. Appreciate the love and support, big bro. Panthers to the playoffs. We bite. Business is booming. Business is booming. How much is the bad play calling growing pains? A lot. But how much does that improve? How long is it going to take for him to get it together? I don't know. I think we may need a pass game coordinator, a new pass game coordinator to bring some fresh concepts that's innovative. I definitely think we need somebody to help with the run game, but our assistant head coach is the run game coordinator, so I just don't see anything happening there. They're going to have to go to some coaching clinics or something. But again, these are off-season discussions. We still have work to do. This is playing. Yes, now we can talk about playing with house money. Now we can talk about playing with house money because it's time to make some noise. We're in the playoffs. The first goal has been achieved with the division championship. We're being able to a competitive rebuild. We can compete while clearly knowing where our needs are. We're learning about this team. A lot of it has to do with just mental mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot. Again, I will continue to tell y'all, and I may sound delusional, there's only been a few games this year where the main culprit for the loss has not been self-inflicted wounds. Maybe the Patriots bested us. I can say that, I guess. But I can also tell y'all that we were inside the 40-yard line on 4 different occasions, but only got 6 points. We also had 2 major punt returns for touchdowns that got the game out of hand. I can also say that DJ Johnson was starting at edge, and that was asking for a disaster by doing that. But most of the transgressions have been self-inflicted. That's why I feel so hopeful, because if we get our stuff together, we're going to be all right. Last night, the self-inflicted wounds were completely evident. Last week versus Seattle, as bad as our offense was because they shut us down, we still had a chance. If we don't turn it over back-to-back times in the third quarter, even if those drives in punts and we make them get a long field, when the Panthers defense had a long field to defend against the Seahawks, they only gave up 6 points. Everything else was gifted to them by the Panthers offense. If we get our stuff together, man, I'm not fearing anybody, man. If we play good ball, clean football, commit to the run and be balanced, we're a juggernaut, not juggernaut. I guess a wild card, a joker, a juggernaut, a joker. You don't know what you're gonna get. Anything can happen. Also the refs, of course. Also the refs. Also the refs. The refs are definitely a factor. Can't forget about those guys. They make their presence felt. Our resident Foot Locker employees. We one of the least penalized teams in the league, but they want to show up these past few weeks and just kill us. Kill us. But again, the work is still ahead, bro. We got to lock in another week. I'm just happy to be able to do this again. Another victory stream. The season ain't over. I ain't done one mock draft yet because I don't know what we drafting. The run game has been bad. I'm going to give y'all the lowdown on why the running game has been bad. First of all, we have these bread and butter runs called the mid zone. It's a staple of the Canales, McVay. Is a spinoff of that tree, the mid zone. That's our bread and butter. Chuba ran that very, very well. It can be a downhill type of run. You hit the hole hard. It hits quickly. You get guys to the second level. You get guards to the second level. But we had a lot of yards before contact because Chuba was able to there wasn't penetration. We were able to get to the second level cleanly. So we were up there in yards before contact. Chuba was one of the highest ranked yards before contact running backs last year. This year, Robert Hunt gets hurt, and he's that guy. We used to run it left all the time because Icky was our best run blocker. Dame was good at getting to the second level and getting combos with Icky, and Robert Hunt was a good guy that was able to get to the second level, and so he's coming to the left, and we can cut off of his blocks a lot of time because he's cutting that backside off or he's getting to the second level. Without Robert Hunt here, we don't have the guard to be able to get to the second level. Not to mention people knew what our bread and butter was, so during the offseason, they figured out ways to do it. Some part during the year, we reinvented ourselves. It kind of lined up with Rico Dowdle taking over and Chuba getting hurt. I told y'all about gap runs versus zone runs. We started running the toss sweep. We started running those duo wraps where we would pull the guard and go to the perimeter. A lot of our bread and butter was outside runs. Most of Rico's yards were outside the tackles. And so I talked about that. That's not Canales' bread and butter, though. He don't like them gap runs. He likes the zone. And so a lot of those runs that we ran, they're just not crisp. And so people were committing extra safeties, and they were able to make tackles in the backfield. You saw that happen. I'm definitely making a member video. I'll make a member video about that and show y'all. It may be an off-season thing, but I just want to verbalize it. But I can definitely show y'all and demonstrate it, like the blocking scheme and how people figured out what we do. And so Rico had his little run going against these weak teams, and then he got banged up. And so with the influx of linemen we've had in the lineups, Robert Hunt particularly specifically being out, Chuba being hurt, Rico being hurt, the running game just hasn't been explosive. You're not going to have an explosive run game without being able to get your linemen to the second level, and that just hasn't happened because Robert Hunt's been gone, and we've had a lot of backups. Joe saying we need to adjust what we have and not what he wants. That's the thing, because they talk about marrying the run and the pass. And so that's the tough part, because when you do a lot of zone blocking, you want to be able to marry the play action with the run play. So you want the play action to look. So you have zone blocking on the play action, and then Bryce will boot out. We do a lot of boot actions because of that, because of the zone. But a lot of times when you have them gap runs, when you play action, you're still going to pull the guards and have blocking schemes like that. But it's going to require your quarterback to sit in a pocket. And so a lot of times when you pull those guys, there's going to be a lot of trash and trees around your quarterback making those throws. Sometimes it's a clean pocket. A lot of times it's not going to be clean. Y'all know we don't have a big quarterback. He can make throws with guys around him, but ideally for Bryce, he likes throwing from shotgun. That way he can see everything. The field is spread. He has good peripheral vision and feel for space when he can see everybody in a shotgun. He can throw and deliver from the pocket. He's shown it on a few occasions. The Cowboys game, he did it well. That's why that Cowboys game was so great. We were able to marry the run and the pass. We did a lot of the gap stuff with pulling guards with Rico, but we also had passing plays off that looked exactly the same. And so it's just tough for Bryce to throw amongst the trees because he's shorter. That's just the nature of having a shorter quarterback. It happens. You can coach around it, but the key is this offseason, I think, is trying to figure out good running plays from the shotgun. We don't have a lot of good running plays from the shotgun. The Packers have a lot of them. I like the creativity they use, and they're able to do that. And so that's my spill. But again, if you remember, we'll demonstrate this. I'll draw it up. It's an offseason project. I also don't think our running backs have been particularly special in terms of making guys miss, because you're not going to be able to block every play perfect. But it seems like if we don't block the play perfect, our running backs can't get loose. So our running backs currently are only going to be as good as the blocking scheme. But all right, Rams are back up. It's the fourth quarter. If the Rams win, we play the Rams. If the Rams lose, we play the Niners. A lot of y'all said y'all rather play the Niners, so y'all better be rooting for the Cardinals, I guess. I got to get up off here. I'm about to go finish this eat some dinner, play with my kids, get ready for work tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned for seeing when the tickets go on sale. If you're gonna go, let me know. We will be back. I'm planning on dropping a video this week. But also, y'all know at the further review on Wednesday. If you remember, shout out to you. I didn't drop a video for the full channel last week, but I did for the members. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. But we'll drop everything else as we move on. Your Panthers are the NFC South champs. Go pop you a bottle. Go smoke you a cigar. Enjoy this. Celebrate this. Embrace this. Y'all know this feeling don't come often. This feeling doesn't come often. This is why we keep pounding. Shout out to Kevin, man. Said Hunter's in for the playoff game. He better. He better. Shout out to you, Kevin. But Wednesday, we'll be back for the stream at the further review. Like I said, I'm going to try to drop a video. Mary Grace said the Falcons came through. Shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to the Falcons. The little homies. The Rams just scored. See y'all on Wednesday. Peace, love, happy new year. Love y'all. Peace.